these hunters, and a lot of people will have to walk over dead bodies to abolish spring hunting. But that is still on their website.
We Maltese tend to be very emotional and we talk too much.
This is nothing to do
with Maltese. We have a wonderful saying about dogs that bark that don't bite.
This is inciting hatred. Now the leaders have to be responsible and accountable. Then the people will follow.
Let me move to something which I hope will not create a reaction. Ejan duru għal filmat ta' illegalità imma darba fej hemm involuti l-pulizija biex żgur nuru li di mhix xi ħaġa li ġiet inventata minn xi krutana jew inkella minn xi kruta tal-birdlife. Ejja naraw daqsxejn dal-filmat.
تنقى تليفونك لا اسمع هنكلمك هي اسمع لو هنكلمك هي ولسه نقعد نفلا وضع
عشان تقتلني
ياك نعرف حاجه فيديو ما رأيتكش هنا اما الفيديو ودك
لا تخبيش راسك تخبيش
راسك ما تجيش الماجسترات مش كومبتنس
Hemmhekk rajna xeni fejn inqabdu għasafar illegali kif ukoll kaċċaturi li nqabdu u infatti Tolga kien qed jagħmel is-sinjal li jixtieq jikkummenta you wish to comment about this particular filming, didn't you?
Yeah. The first one was from Mizip. Mizip woodland is claimed by the FKNK as the hunting reserve, although there is no agreement between the government and the hunters. Nevertheless, it's an illegal hunting hotspot. And last September, we, together with the volunteers from CAPS, another organization, we filmed illegal hunting in the area. And when we moved in, we found freshly shot birds. And when we started looking around, we found birds stashed, put under stones, stashed into barrels and so on and so forth. That's a common thing that the poachers in Malta do. They're not hunters, in my opinion. They're illegal hunters, poachers. And we filmed them in 2009, in 2008, 2007. When they kill a protected species, if it's a common protected bird, like a marsh harrier, honey buzzer, and they already have it in their collections, let's say, they don't want to run the risk of handling the bird and then ending up in a roadblock and getting caught. So what they do is they leave the bird lying in the countryside or they stash it somewhere. And this shows that this killing is just done for the fun of killing or as target practice. It's unbelievable. I mean, we have presented overwhelming evidence to the authorities, but when the Mizip case
Why is it,
happened,
in your opinion, that the authorities do not act? Why don't they act?
I mean, it's very clear. Look, when the Mizip thing happened, we called the police, and the police didn't secure the wildlife crime area. They didn't investigate there. We had to force the police to stay with us so that we can hand over the evidence to them. But the police force is going to do their job if there is a political will. It comes from the top. So if the police doesn't have the necessary resources...
Do you think there is political will across all the political spectrum?
In Malta, I hope it is improving.
Joe, konna nitkellmu fuq l-impatt tal-kaċċa legali fir-rebbija u fil-ħarifa fix-xitwa. Imma is-soluzzjoni fir-rebbija u s-soluzzjoni f'żminijiet oħra fis-sena. X'inhi s-soluzzjoni reali?
Ara, inti meta jekk rajt sewa fil-klip fil-bidu s-sur Mesud Boniċa qal illi ovvjament fejn hemm il-kaċċa dejjem ikun hemm min ikollu l-kaċċa jagħmel ikun hemm xi kaċċa illegali għala fil-bidu stess. U veru dan, il għaliex pereżempju aħna aktar naraw kaċċa illegali ssir fir-rebbija meta jkun miftuħ l-istaġun. Pereżempju f'dan l-aħħar sentejn il-kaċċa fir-rebbija kienet magħluqa, kienet projbita. Dakinhar l-illegalitajiet waqgħu kważi mhux.
U x'kien ir-riżultat pożittiv ta' kollu? Pożittiv minn l-aspett.
Ir-riżultat kien jiena rajt nies pereżempju kont qiegħed inkun fil-għaxija jgħidu ragamiem, daqqat ma rajnieh, iva xmalu l-istaġun qed naraw daqshekk, imma tqabeż kaċċatur ieħor. Konna numru ta' kaċċaturi li kont qiegħed hemm. Qabeż kaċċatur ieħor għallhom isma' kif trid tara il-gammiem matul il-ġurnata jekk filgħodu il-gammiem ta' billejl kollu sa tminja jinqatel kollu.
X'kien l-impatt fuq l-asafar li jibbejtu Malta?
Jiena naħseb li kien hemm dan l-aħħar sentejn sar fil-fatt studju fuq l-asafar li jibbejtu f'Malta u innuqqas ta' anqas disturbance fil-kampanja ir-riżulta illi n-numru tal-asafar li bdew ibejtu, jiġifieri anke dawk li kienu normali jbejtu magħna żdiedu. U anke jekk kellek pereżempju bħal rondun u asafar oħra li ma kinux ibejtu qabel, bdew ibejtu.
Kien ukoll istanzi ta' asafar oħra kbar li bejtu, mhux hekk?
Kien hemm iktar minn speċi waħda, jiġifieri.
Tolga, last comment before we go on to another clip. The police we talked about, the enforcement we talked about, the political we talked about. What about the judiciary? What about the courts?
Yeah.
What is your assessment of the courts when they come face to face with a case involving illegal hunting?
On paper, there are hefty fines. I mean, but when it comes to actually court cases, analyzing the court cases, a majority of them are receiving the minimum fines. I mean, recently in Spain, a poacher was sentenced to prison for over a year, I think. That happened just a couple of weeks ago. It was big news for killing a protected bird.
But should we come to this
extreme? But of course, you need fines. You need to use the fines as a deterrent. If somebody is shooting protected birds and then paying a few €100, you know, what would stop him doing it again?
What about hunters controlling their own actions?
Well, what's stopping them?
Ħanduru fuq filmat ieħor darba ħadna klipp minn intervista li kont għamilt jien lil Lino Farrugia ftit żmien ilu, iktar minn xtaqna ovvjament Lino Farrugia jkun magħna biex jikkumenta m'għandna l-ebda problema, u naraw x'kellu jgħid Lino Farrugia fil-konfront tal-kaċċa u kif ukoll dwar l-abbuż tal-kaċċa. Temmen li qatt tista' tiġi f'sitwazzjoni fejn taħdem ma' organizzazzjonijiet bħal BirdLife taslu għal xi forma ta' ftehim?
Ħanajdlek, aħna ħdimna mal-BirdLife qabel ma bdew jaħdmu l-BirdLife International mal-Face u inti taf. Naf li bħalissa wkoll għaddejjin xi kuntatti biex ikun hemm. Aħna offrejna anki f'dal proposti li għamilna, offrejna li l-BirdLife jiġu on board, minnhom jonqos, mhux minna jonqos.
U dawn l-abbużi ma kinux jeżistu. Intasib li s-sitwazzjoni llum hija differenti, ferm differenti.
Iva. Issa, però l-isfortuna hi li meta aħna offrejna sistema ta' self-regulation, sistema wkoll ta' prevention better than cure, ġifi tilqa' minn qabel, il-gvern ma ċettax din is-sistema. Aħna lesti li nkomplu.
Ħana millek mistoqsija retorika, kieku jew ipotetika, kieku l-argument tiġikom żewġ u tkunu tistgħu toħorġu għal kaċċa fir-rebbija għal gamim u s-summin. Inti tkun pożizzjoni